Hey YouTube. Yes, this video is the 2 paths to spiritual enlightenment, because it seems to me that there are 2 very opposite paths to which people realize themselves to their fullest extent, and they are calm and chaos, the 2 opposites of the coin, calm and chaos. And so it seems that there's like the most documented and clear way of finding like your own path to enlightenment is through a sense of stability, a strong sense of stability and self-love and self-care and nurture and self-identity, and rising this way, rising out of the calm, out of the stillness within. It seems to be like the most common, popular way to achieve spiritual realization. I would hasten to use the word enlightenment too loosely, but then there's the other way as well, and the other way is chaos. It's by pure chaos. It's by being in the flow, riding the energy, reacting, loving, pouring it out in the moment, riding the chaos. And that is a bona fide way to find God, is it creating in the moment rather than sitting on it for like 7 months like these witches do or whatever. And so that's okay. Like this is it. This is what I wanted to tell you, is that you're doing it right. You've got it right. You're doing okay. Because like if there is no one route to achieve a broader perspective, everybody has their own path. And so like the route to finding it is through authenticity. You have to be yourself to the fullest extent. And so like it doesn't matter what you are, like if you're someone who's born by chaos, then it is whatever is you do is what you should continue to do. Like I have met radical physicists, mystic physicists, wild cocaine addicts, but there's nobody who's going to tell him that he can't do that, because that's his route and he knows it and it works for him. But anyway, I'm not suggesting that you should go down that road, but what I'm saying is that if you are someone who is more attuned to chaos, then don't get caught up in the you shoulds and you should do this and you should do that, because you can like if you're causing yourself, if you create a world for yourself where, oh, I should be doing yoga every morning and I should be eating vegetarian and I should like everybody will tell you is the route to enlightenment, then you're just going to end up putting yourself in a state of suffering, and like in your own suffering, whereby if you truly celebrate yourself for the chaotic brilliance that you are and everything that comes from that, you can only find that it's the source of your happiness, and that is your path. So I think this is the reason why I wanted to record this video, is to say you're doing it right. Like don't worry about the things that you should be doing, because there isn't anything that you should be doing. You should just be being your own brilliant, bright, perfect, fantastic self. I mean, so this is it. So like this is the way it goes. So like I am what I am. I found my own route too, and I am sat here smoking as I do, and you'll tell me, oh, shouldn't smoke, but it's a guaranteed bona fide grandfather for me. It's something that absolutely works for me, that gets me there, and so it is a connection for me. And so how can I say that that doesn't work for me when it does? It might not work for other people, but that's the way it goes. And when I'm ready, I'll drop it. So anyway, hello YouTube. Yeah, this is my channel. I've been wanting to make a channel for a long time. I'm brand new, but for me I'm not. For me I'm 42, but for you guys I'm brand new. And it's difficult to present yourself like in like this, because you know there's a part of you that wants to be like the presenter, like hello, good evening and welcome to my YouTube channel, and that's super inauthentic. Like you've got to be yourself, right? And so it can be difficult to record these videos. So I'm hoping that this is the start of things to come. I'm going to get into things in much more detail, because I am a philosopher, and maybe if there's a little less woo, that maybe I could speak to a few people who perhaps have a more philosophical understanding of how the world works, rather than trying to believe in things that they struggle to, concepts that they struggle to grasp, you know. And the other thing, like monk life in the mountains and kung fu and all dogs, like dogs everywhere. But anyway, like I'll make other videos about surely that will have more order to them. But as I'm talking, I'm just gonna carry on talking. I'll tell you what I am. I think I'm rare. I don't know if I'm a rare. Please tell me if I am, because I really don't know if I am, because I'm divine feminine, like, which is super cool because we're all both, right? Like, I totally get that, like, we're both energies, but I am predominantly divine feminine, which makes part of me think that I'm like a divine partner. Well, you know, like that she's in the sea. Well, that's another story. But yeah, like, that's what I am, and I think that's quite rare for a man to like personify and embody divine femininity so much. But it is what I am, and so it's pleased to meet you all, and feel free to like poke at me whichever way you like. Yeah, so here it is. Like, this is where I'm at, really. Like, living a monk life, living a simple life in the mountains. I'll take you a walk around the village at some point. It's really nice. In the Mediterranean. This is what you get if you fall forwards with your face on fire and you're blessed. You get everything that you could perhaps want, but what if you have no desires? Then you just get what you need. And so it's like cool, it's like a nice simple life. Kung fu, walking in the mountains, it's a good life, you know. I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Like, I don't know, like, doesn't matter. Does it matter if I ramble as long as I'm authentic? Like, that should be the important thing, right? But yeah, like, this is a place of zero for me. Like, I've been falling forwards with my face on fire for a long time, riding the chaos and riding the lightning, and continuously everything working out perfectly in front of me. And I've done that for like nearly 14 years. Creating the world as I fall forwards from a place of heartbreak was a bit of a challenge, because I created that lack and fucking like existential nausea, but I'm all much stronger for it. But this is what I created for myself in that state of panic, I suppose, a subconscious panic, is a simple, safe life that's very well balanced and everything's taken care of and I'm not challenged in any way. And that's super cool. But I'm bored, dude. I am so bored. Because I can't have love. I can't have friends. I can't have connections with anybody. I have to be alone. And this is the thing, is because I'm backwards. Is that because those who are born by chaos, we're backwards. We don't rise from the bottom up and realize ourselves this way. We come in through the back door. So I realize myself this way. And my challenge is stability, self-love, self-identity. And so the only way I'm going to learn these lessons is by living in solitude, in the mountains, and in silence, and just learning and doing the inner work. It's fucking existential, I swear. Existential nausea, like, bleh, like, it's too much. Like, well, it's not too much. I'm doing very well. But it's boring, because all I want to do is just shine in front of people and have it reflected around, because I own the air and I can make everybody laugh and everything good and really raise the vibe. But this challenge for me is to what is the mirror when the mirror doesn't face anything, and there's not a lot left. I don't feel really at the bottom of that. Like when the mirror sits alone in his house, the clown, it's just nothingness. It will just sit in silence like that, and there's a lot of processing of the ego in that moment, really, of just dropping the ape, I suppose, but that's the way it goes. But anyway, I ramble once again, because this is zero. This is the zero place. This is where I'm going to start from, and I'm going to build my life from here once again, because I can't do this forever. It's very, very safe and secure, and I've got a very, very nice routine that's very, very nurturing in a lot of ways, but I'm not really living. I'm just hiding in my ivory tower, walking in the mountains every day, saying hello to nice people and giving them love, but I'm not really doing anything, you know. Then the question, the existential dilemma is what do you want to do? And I don't really have any desire, because I mean philosophically wise enough to understand that any desire that I would have is ultimately poison for the earth. Like, that is violence against Gaia, like pulling and twisting. So I have no desires. For me, And so, like, where does it go from there? And I guess that the answer is to travel. Is the only answer, is to wander. I'm a wanderer. And what I always have been. And so there is no home for me. Home is within. Hold the home within. And I'm going to travel. Now, not today, I'm not, because it's like October and this is Mediterranean. And this is a good time to stay in the cave. But in March, I'm going to rise. And I'm going to rise. And I'm going to just wander. And you're going to come with me. And you're going to see it. You're going to see how the world unfolds in front of you and how fucking absurd it is when you really have no control over it all. But anyway, like, it's nice to meet you. If you watch this video, like please, like, say something to me, because, like, it's just like write a comment or something and say hello, because it's a solitary life out here, you know, and that's okay. I'm strong enough to handle it, and work through it. But, like, for God's sake, like, hey, when will it end? Anyway, I'm not really sure, like, where I've gone with all this, but I'm gonna post it anyway, because I need to start my channel, because when the spring comes around and I step forward from here, it's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna see what happens. You're gonna believe in magic anyway. Like, maybe you'll believe in magic by March or April. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of blog my life, I suppose. Like, vlog my life. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna try to by talking about myself and my own life here, it can often reflect on others, and I think that's the easiest way for me to do it, really. The other thing is, I'll just show you the beautiful life that you build for yourself if you just, you know, let God take care of you, kind of thing. But anyway, and all dogs too, and all dog love, and like, yeah, and like, I'll try to film some absurdities that I get in the street, you know, like, but anyway. So this is it. So yeah, I'm gonna post it. Welcome. And stick around. Let's see what happens. Bye bye.